the biggest thing the biggest reflection I got in a spiritual journey is, am I loving in a very refined way?
Mm.
And what does love ask from me today? What does it ask from me today? Does love meaning grip tightly, or does love meaning really let go? Does love mean try to, hold it? Like if I love somebody, do I keep them in a headlock? Or do I actually just say, I love you and I wish for your best? And so I think a lot of releasing control.
Mm.
And when you release control, you realize, like, man, everybody's on their own path here.
Yeah.
And I have this orange seed,
Mm.
and I'm hoping it will grow into an apple. But it's a seed of an orange. I can't yell at it and manipulate it and chastise it and threaten it and say, you become an apple. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And so it's like that with children. We really think because for the longest time, we've given up. We sacrifice the things we love to do. We drive them to Boy Scouts and to soccer and to, sit outside and wait for them after school. And then all of a sudden they stop taking my advice. They look like us. They talk like us. We dress them sometimes like us. It's a real devastation for the ego. And let's face it, that's what spiritual life is. It's a devastation to the material ego. And what causes us the most pain in this world anyway? It's our ego. Our ego is causing us pain all the time.
So for people who are watching us, and maybe they are feeling inside this, there's a voice inside, like, there's something, I feel empty, there's something else for me, there's something bigger for me, but they have doubts, they struggle to go in that direction. What is your advice to them?
Well, it's like, as a doctor, I'm not a doctor, but as a doctor, if someone came in and said, I've got a pain in my hand, they'd say, oh, come into the office and let's look at your hand and let's take an x-ray. So I think giving a prescription depends on the person that's going through certain problems. Sometimes people just have no control of their diet. Sometimes people are addicted to social media. Sometimes people are addicted to watching the news. Sometimes people are addicted to self-sabotaging their life. So I think a lot of it has to do with an individual's sort of loops they're living in, these circular figure eights within their mind that they can't get out of. And so as a teacher, I just, talk to the person, see where they're at. And if they're actually inquisitive, then you ask they'll ask, I'm going through this. What do you think I should do? Now, there is a time where maybe they don't have anybody to ask. So then they should, invite God into your life, invite spirit into your life, invite knowledge into your life. And generally it leads us somewhere because God is real. God's not just a book. God's not just a picture. Like sometimes in India, there are pictures of the gods and goddesses, and God's not just a picture. God is actually a reciprocating force. And when we have sincere prayer, we can stop. I recommend the morning, early in the morning to wake up, and that's what time I wake up, and I have morning prayer and morning meditation. And there's an intention behind it, and that's to call spirit into my life.